So what the heck do we have here? What came in? We got some new parts coming in. What do we got? You probably can already read the box, right? Can you see what it says on the box? We got us some oil and stuff for some Amsoil oil. Look at that. What do we got oil from? We got it from Amsoil Adam. He sent us some oil for our veteran bike for the 98 Fatboy Street Stalker. So he sent us a bunch of oil. So let's see what all we got here. We got some engine oil there. There's a quart of engine oil there. Quart of engine oil there. We got something for the transmission fluid. And then we've also got it for the primary fluid. And then we got a brand new oil filter. Chrome and ready to go. So we want to thank Amsoil Adam for supplying us with all the oils to take care of the veteran bike build that we got from Red Rock Harley-Davidson. So hey, let's get it in here and get going to it. What are we working on? Our veteran bike. We got a 1998 Harley-Davidson Fatboy Street Stalker series. It's got a Screaming Eagle heads on it, cylinders, it's got a tuner on it. It sounds like it's going to be a really bad A bike. So today we're going to be putting new oils in all the holes. We're going to do all three. And this isn't an instructional video, just going to kind of show you a little bit about what I'm doing. Other than that, that's kind of what's going on. But we want to give a big shout out first to Red Rock Harley-Davidson. They're the first ones that give us this motorcycle for our veteran giveaway. And we'll have instructions coming up soon, and maybe even at the end of this video I'll talk a little bit about how we're going to give this bike away. They're in Las Vegas, Nevada, so if you're looking for a motorcycle, they're great people, and they also want to support the veterans and Red Rock Harley-Davidson. And also today we want to give a big shout out to Amsoil Adam for supplying us with the oil and the filters to take care of all this job. We want to give a big shout out for him, and if you're looking for a great oil change at all the rallies, look for Amsoil Adam. Next rally he's going to be at will be Panama City, Thunder Beach. He'll be in Frank Brown's Park. He'll also be over there in Myrtle Beach. He'll be back there behind the car wash across from the Beaver Bar. So if you're looking for an oil change, getting in and out and a lot cheaper, less expensive than the dealerships. And you can also get that great Amsoil oil. So let's get to it right now and start just drain the oil. I warmed it up, took it around the block a couple of times, got it kind of warmed up to get that oil out of there. So let's get to it. So on these Evos, they've got there's a clip down here and there's a hose. This is actually the drain plug here. So we need to loosen up the hose clamp that's on there. Get that nice and loose. And then we're going to pull out the plug. Probably could have loosened it just a little bit more. And then there's the oil. It's already coming out. And it's good and black. So we're going to let that drain out. Had to put gloves on. It's a little hot. It doesn't look quite as bad. I got some filings on the magnet. We're going to clean that all off while we let it drain. Oh, the oil is all done draining. So let's put my gloves back on because it's still a little warm. No fun about getting burned. These aren't heat gloves. They're just regular work gloves, but they do pretty good. So we get the drain hose, get the drain plug, put it back in the hole. And we'll tighten her down. And then, like I say, there was a little clip down in here that we want to put this guy back in. There we go. So that way it doesn't bounce around, doesn't start leaking, any of that good stuff. So we can also put the drain plug back now into the transmission. And it's only, I believe the rating is 7 foot-pounds. I got a finger tight and I'm just going to snug it. I don't have a torque wrench that's going to fit down inside here. Now we're going to go ahead and add the transmission fluid to it. We'll get a funnel. So I've heard a lot of different things about how much transmission fluid goes in here. It wasn't a whole lot came out, so we're gonna go, one said about 22 ounces, somebody else said about 1/4 quart. So what we're gonna do is put some in it and we'll check it. That'd be the best thing to do. On these older bikes, older engines, I don't work on a lot of Evos. I could have called Amsoil Adam, I guess, and asked him. But I mean, I put probably a little bit. It's about right down here in there right now. Right now it's showing it's good and full. We'll take it out and ride it, and then I'll double check it again and just make sure it's full. Snug up the drain plug here, or the dipstick. Got that all tightened up. We're ready to put oil in it. We got to change the oil filter. Got to get that off. And also got to do the primary over there. So let's move around to the other side of the bike. Go ahead and pull the cover off. I haven't pulled the drain plug out yet. Let's just take the cover off, look and see what the fluid looks like inside. So this one has been changed in the past. And how do I know? Because it's got the paper fiber gasket on there. I was watching a video and they actually said that's one of the ways you can tell if your bike's been serviced in the last few years, because Harley started putting out that you needed to change that out. This one here, they did pull the O-ring out. Some of the videos I've watched actually says the O-ring should stay in. So, I don't know. You tell me. We got the drain plug out and we're letting her drain. Got the old oil filter off. We've got the new one here. We'll put a little oil in it. We're going to clean that up a little bit. Get anything off of there. Actually found my funnel. Couldn't find my little plate. I had one for the primary to put oil in it. So I'm just going to have to use a funnel to get that filled back up. Got the new filter installed. I got the primary full. Just touching the bottom down there. And I'm going to go ahead and throw the cover on now. And we'll finish up with the oil. Good as new. Let's start it up. Like it still needs at least a half quarter, not more. Now you could also, I've seen on the internet, people purge the oil, the old oil out of it that's in the engine. When I looked down here, all the lines going to it had those crimping clamps on it, and I don't know where mine's at, so we're not going to do that at this time. So this wraps up our video of them seeing me pull out on the bike. But we got the oils all done. We got the oil. We got new filter put on. We got the primary and the transmission. All the oils changed in the bike. You know, this wasn't an instructional video, just kind of showing you what we're doing for the veteran's bike. We're going to be getting a price on the speedometer and the cable that I need, the wiring connection, not a cable, but a wiring connection. And we're going to see if somebody wants to donate the money for that. We're going to see if we can get a discount through JP Cycles and give you guys a total price. And if somebody wants to donate that money, because the idea of this is we wanted to try to keep the money 100% that we give away, that there's no overhead, that everything goes back to the vets. And the sooner we can get the speedometer fixed, then the sooner we can get this out and get a giveaway. So you might be asking the question, how, if I'm a veteran, how can I win this bike? Well, here's how it's going to end up working. You can already start doing this if you want. What you need to do is send something to bobandtams@yahoo.com. And what you're going to do is send us a letter telling us a little bit about you, what you did in the service. You know, if you were, maybe we got somebody that's still a Vietnam veteran that still wants to ride a motorcycle and things like that. We do have training available in most major areas. We can get you certified training to where all you have to do is, if you don't have a motorcycle endorsement on your license, you just have to go down and take the written test. Pass that, you take this class, and they actually get you your driver's license. And all you have to do is take that certificate down to the DMV, your motor vehicle location, wherever you get your driver's license at, and they will print you up or send it to you, depending on how your state works, a motorcycle license and a car license that you can now ride a motorcycle legally. So we can do that too, if you're thinking about it. You know, this isn't a very heavy bike. I'd probably say, I don't know, between 600 and 500 pounds. I think when I looked at it the other day, it was about 631. I think when the driver's license place was asking us, and the other thing said about 681. So it's not a really heavy bike. It is only set up for one rider. What I can find out from what I'm looking at is with the plastic fender, there isn't showing any support underneath the fender. So I'm saying that you can't put a double up seat on it. So it's more for a single rider just to go out and have some fun with it. You know, maybe you got a wife or a girlfriend that don't want to ride. Well, here you go. So the way this is going to work is you're going to send us this email telling us a little bit about you. You can tell us about where you're at now, what you're doing, what you did in the service. We're going to end up needing you to eventually send us a copy of with a picture next to you holding your discharge card so we can prove you are a veteran before we give it away. So if you want to send it now with your email, you can do that. We don't know for sure when we're going to be able to give this away. We're hoping if all goes well, no later than right after Sturgis is over. We'll be back home after the rally. We'll be home probably about the third week of, I think we're leaving Sturgis about the 12th of August. So it'll be about 2 or 3 days to get home, a week later to get all organized, and probably at that point is probably where we're going to give the bike away. My other thought was I was thinking about taking it to Sturgis and maybe putting it up on one of the stages at the Buffalo Chip or the Iron Horse or out at Michael Ballard's and give it away there. But a couple people told me, you know, what happens if I rode my bike there and I'm there to win it, but how do I get another bike home? And so we do have extra where we have transportation, but the idea was my bike's not it's going to be shipped to Sturgis because it's still it'll be in Myrtle Beach, and it'll be coming over to Sturgis when we get there. So we'll have the empty trailer. We'll only have her bike in there. So that's why I thought, hey, I could throw this on there and take it there. The other choice is maybe to take it, and then we'd be really cramped on the way back, just to put it up on the stage, say that we gave it away to this person, and they'll be getting it within, hopefully in the next 30 to 60 days, the bike will be delivered. If you end up being in one of the states close to us, we're in Arizona. If you're anywhere in Arizona, Nevada, Utah, New Mexico, California, we would like to bring the bike to you and actually deliver it to you. That'd be great video content, because that's one of the things we're trying to do here. Besides doing the vet builds, how do we make any money? We're making it off of these videos. You guys watching what we're doing to the bikes, fixing them up, picking them up. We're hoping once we get to the next couple of rallies, looking at Leesburg and also at Black Hills Harley-Davidson, we're hoping that maybe they'll give us a few bikes that by the time we get back, maybe we'll have 2 or 3 bikes that we can work on doing the fall and the winter hours when we ain't got a whole lot going, to where we could give those bikes away before the rally started in Daytona. So that would be kind of cool if that all works out, but you never know, you know. If you got a dealership you're close to and they're looking for, we are a 501c3. What does that mean? We are actually a legitimate organization that you can check. Right now, we just started, so there's not any real information other than our board of directors, and two of them are actually our subscribers. One's down in Florida, where my bike's at, Rod King, and my buddy Art. He's another one that's on our board. I don't know if we have another person that's on there on our watch our channel or not, but both of my daughters are on it. They're the other people that are on it. I'm the CEO, or whatever they call it, is in charge of it. So by October of this year, 2025, you'll be able to go in and see. So it's like so far, we've only collected about $250 in donations. We're supposed to be getting a motorcycle helmet. We haven't heard back from them about if they ever sent it or not. We were going to auction that off. You know, if any dealership would love to give us a newer bike, you know, we'd love to auction that off, raffle it off. Being that we're a 501c3, we can also do all that. You know, we could auction. I'm not going to auction this off. This is probably about a $4,000, $5,000 bike. I mean, it's sharp. I'd love to keep this bike, but I don't have another bike to give away, so we're not going to be able to. We're going to give it away. But I am thinking about taking it maybe to Arizona Bike Week and ride it a little bit and talk to people and tell them what we're doing, that it's going to be a giveaway bike and what we're trying to do. Maybe we can get some more people that want to donate stuff. You know, maybe if you've got connections with any of the distributors that we deal with, or anybody that's with rallies, maybe they might want to give us something to raffle off. And we can do that because we can legitimately raffle things off through our non-for-profit, through the Bike Builds for Vets. So that's pretty special to where, you know, we don't need a license for that because we already have our 501c. We're licensed here in Arizona. So we're able to do that to where, you know, a lot of these guys are selling hats and you got to buy this, you got to buy that. And you don't have no idea, are they really giving all the money to the veterans or not? You know, maybe they show you a check, but do you know what they actually took in? Well, here you're going to see it. So that's why I said that my YouTube money is totally separate from what we're doing on our Bike Builds for Vets. We have a savings account that's just set up for that. Like I said, we got about $250 in it as of when I looked the other day. It's set up to where you can go on to the bikebuildsforvets.com and you can go in there and you can donate money if you'd like. Also have that bike that's going to be given away down at Spring Fling, which is sponsored by the Cat House Lounge and also sponsored by Ozark Thunder Campground. They're going to be giving away a bike down there that we kind of been advertising it on our channel, things like that. We don't really have a whole lot to do with it other than we are the ones trying to give the bike away and we're the ones that's going to pick the winner for that bike. So if you're still interested, we can still do that too. You need to be a current U.S. Marine in the United States, and we'll draw your name for that 2003 Softail, and they will have it shipped to your address of where you're at. And same thing, we just need to prove that you have an ID that shows you are a U.S. Marine, and you get a free bike. So that's kind of cool. So we got a couple things going on here, all happening here, and the next, that one's given away, and then we also have the free stay at Spring Fling from the 23rd, I think, to the 27th of April. You get to go get a $500 gas card. You get to stay at Camp Easy Ride. Can you believe that? You get their glamping tents and the fun, the activities, the partying, and everything else, plus all the great riding out there in Eureka Springs area and in Berryville. So it's really cool. They got a lot of bands and all this stuff, and all that, it's all comped to you for free. Plus, you get a free dinner at the Cat House. You get to spend some time with Jeff at the Cat House and also with Marcus from Camp Easy Ride and have an evening with them of entertainment and all kinds of fun, and it's all comped for you and a guest. So that's pretty special. So you can still get in that contest too. It all goes through Bob and Tams. You just have to say, hey, I want to win that trip to Spring Fling. Hey, I'm a U.S. Marine and I want to win this. I want to win that bike you're giving away. And just give us a little information about yourself in both of those. If you're in the service, tell us where you're at, how long you've been in the service, all that good stuff. I got quite a few good ones so far come through. And the same thing with our bike. We don't have a deadline yet for the giveaway, but you can send it in and say, hey, I'm a veteran, and I would love to have that 1998 Fatboy Street Stalker. It's a bad bike. Bad. I want to say the A word, but I try not to cuss on our channel. Some people consider that a bad word. So at that, we're going to go ahead and leave you right here in the shop. We got this one all serviced and ready to go. Once again, we want to give a big thank out to Amsoil Adam because he's the one that supplied us with all the oil and the filter for appreciating us. He said he would take care of our veteran bikes. He'd get us all the servicing to service them here in the shop. We also want to give a big shout out to Red Rock Harley-Davidson in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's how we got the bike. They comped us the bike, and so right now we have zero money in the bike, and that's what's great. we will give it away. I think they figured it was about a $3,000 donation. The oil change is probably $100 or $150 is what Amsoil would sell you the oil and the filter for. So we got a value there, but what it's actually costing us and money that we're spending to get it serviced. There's no money taken out by us. We're not taking anything out for the shop. You hear those stupid dogs out here barking? Can you hear them? I know. We kind of have the shop out here in the middle of no man's land. So we're getting ready here to go to Arizona Bike Week. That's going to be starting for us next Tuesday. We'll be in Arizona. So if you guys are out that way, don't forget to email us and say, hey, Bob and Tam, we'd love to see you at Arizona Bike Week. Here's our phone number. And so that we can do that too. There's a whole lot of things here. You can send to us through bobandtams@yahoo.com. Or you can just send it and say hi. I just want to say hi. So with that, we're going to leave you right here. We appreciate it. Tam's back at the house. Cleaning up and everything, because she wants, like, when we leave, she always likes everything nice and clean. So when she comes home, she comes to a clean house. So there you go. So we'll leave you right here in the shop in Arizona. It's 92 degrees today. So if you're someplace cold, I'm sweating. And it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. So it's getting a little later. It's warming up. Here we about 4 or 5 o'clock is when it's supposed to hit the hottest. Next couple of days, we may be, by today, tomorrow, the next day, we may be hitting 100 here in Arizona. So, hey, summer is here, even though spring just started the other day. We'll see all of you on the next video.